Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age. Last time, Zevran tried to kill us, and we took care of some dark spawns attacking refugees. This time we're going to have a quick talk around the camp, see how everyone's feeling, then we're going to move on to do another side quest, then possibly start DLC. Okay, so let's talk to Zevran, and we can decide whether his face looks weird. I don't know, I'll need to do some comparisons.
Here I am.
Like, I think that hair is the wrong... I don't think it's meant to be quite that white. And I don't think his face is meant to look quite like that. I don't know, maybe that is normal. I'll need to go and look at it. Anyway, want to answer some questions, like, who are you exactly?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
I'm not going to ask him about Antiva or the Dalish yet. I think those are more questions for later. I think the most pressing one is, why did he leave the Crows? Why did he want to leave the Crows?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin after all is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
So, what would you rather do?
Now that you mention it, I am not entirely certain. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The Crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
Yeah, and that system works.
Of course. You compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
Okay. So it's not necessarily in Antiva considered a bad thing to be a crow? Like, it's quite respected, but it's quite a restricted kind of profession. Like, if you are a crow, then you're not going to be off doing anything else. Okay. So, yeah, I think I understand what you're talking about there.
As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
Okay. Won't the Crows eventually find you, though? Like, they are assassins. They'll probably... I imagine their process would probably involve killing them.
Eventually. Can be a very, very long time, if one plays one's cards right. Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the Crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Okay, so he approves. He wasn't entirely chatty, but he was relatively chatty. Now, a bit of out of character knowledge here is that these Dalish gloves are for Zevran, but I'm not going to give the Dalish gloves to him just yet because, well, I haven't asked him about the Dalish. So, you know, after I ask him about the Dalish, I might give him the gloves. Okay, hello, Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask something.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Yes, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Yeah, you mentioned those.
It's really for the best. I'm not exactly the Chantry type, if you haven't noticed. I don't think I would have made a very good Templar. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Ah, so Duncan pity on you? Yeah, why did the Grand Clerk want to keep you is a better question.
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Okay, he approves a little bit. So, it looks like the Chantry don't really like the Grey Wardens, which I guess could be a reason for Loghain choosing the Grey Wardens as, like, his patsy for, when he betrayed Kaelin it was. But yeah, looks like Duncan, when he did his conscripting, wasn't entirely worried about the Blight. Like, he went around, if he saw somebody who needed to move on, like, or he could help, he'd help them. Like, when he came to the Dalish, he saw, like, what was happening with me, and he, like, obviously did the Darkspawn, got the Darkspawn taint out by doing that type of stuff. Anyway, let's talk to Sten.
Yes.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised. Very
Never mind.
well.
Want to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then. Then I suggest
Oh.
we move on.
Okay, well,
As you wish.
it was nice talking to you, Sten. Liliana.
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
Okay. Who? Oh, I think that's the storyteller at my camp. Yeah, I guess I could say that.
Then perhaps you know this song.
Okay. We're just gonna walk away slowly. That's a bit weird. Just we talked for about 2 seconds. He just burst into song. A nice song, but still. Anyway, let's speak to the emissary.
At your word, Warden.
Gina did anything?
We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
Ah yes, we've had this conversation. Let's go over here and talk to Morgan. Hello, saw you were enjoying the singing over there.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Yeah. Did you grow up in the Kari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
Yeah, you can probe me anytime.
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
Okay. And you remained unnoticed this whole time?
For the most part. Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
I can imagine.
I rather doubt that. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
Quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe 2 things about a woman. 1, that she is weak, and 2, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Yeah, I'm not human. I have no idea.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Yet here you are.
Yes, here I am. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Let's talk to Mutt. I'm just gonna back away slowly. Let them have their growling match. Okay, on to the next thing. Well, given we're only doing a small side quest,
Yes.
Let's not take
Vashdon.
them. Oh, okay. We're gonna take. Actually, we are gonna take.
Yes.
Indeed.
Wait, is there a way back now?
Vashdon.
Oh, once you hear, you hear. Okay, we're gonna take
Indeed.
Yes.
the normal party for this one. I realized I was gonna take Zevran, but I realized I haven't given him any equipment whatsoever. So Wait, can I back out here? Right. Equipment. And leveling up Morgan. Let's do that now. Where are you? Morgan, level up. Let's give you some points in magic, I think. And one in willpower. I kind of want Blizzard, which is 34 magic. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get there this time. But if I take one out of willpower and put it into that magic one, I should be able to afford it next level up. So we got Flame Blast, more AoE, Shocks, more AoE. Both of those could be interesting. Got some more heals there. Oh, we could go more into Entropy. So we got more hexes. The target suffers a frustrating hex of inaccuracy. All hits become misses, while critical hits become normal hits. Would be good. Sleep. All hostile targets in the targeted area fall asleep unless they pass a mental resistance check, although they will wake up when hit. Sleeping enemies cannot resist a horror spell, which will inflict extra damage. Death magic. While active, the caster draws in nearby entropic energy, draining residual life force from any dead enemy nearby to heal the caster. That could be very useful. We've got weakness that slows, mass paralysis. I'm just seeing what we've got nearing the end. Waking Nightmare. Hostile targets are trapped in a Waking Nightmare unless they pass a mental resistance check. They are randomly stunned. Attack other enemies, become the caster's ally. For the duration of the effect, enemies that are already asleep cannot resist. So you'd kind of do sleep, then Waking Nightmare on one of them, and they'd wake up and just kill everything, I guess. Could have Death Cloud, which could be interesting. I'm gonna try and go sleep, and then I'll get Blizzard next time, or Waking Nightmare the time after that. That could be fun. Right, play. Also gives me another bit of AoE CC that she can put on a group, so we can do one group at a time. Okay, equipment for Zevran. I imagine Zevran's mostly going to be getting my cast-off equipment, but we'll see. So, Asturian's Might. It's a better longsword than what he's using. It gives him damage, weakens nearby Darkspawn, armor pen. Thank you. Looks pretty snazzy. Let's see, hasn't got anything else to use. Oh, that was the other reason. I remember there was another reason we were putting up her magic so that we could get her to allow her to use Winter's Breath. And we didn't sell anything. I really did quite a bad job of remembering. So we'll give him a funny hat. That'll hide his very weird hair. Some new boots. Cool. Neither of those are particularly useful for him. None of that. Right. Time to go sell things to Bowden Feddick.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Yes, yes. Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Ooh. Right, let's sell him some stuff. We're gonna sell him the Battle Axe and Great Sword. Can't remember whether we were actually gonna give that Battle Axe to Sten or not, but I guess we're not anymore. Keep that. Right, armor. Sell everything. We're not using. We'll keep that because I think we were going to use it. We'll keep the Juggernaut plate because that is really strong armor. Get strength up a little higher. One of these isn't very good at all. I think it's that one. Sell the Iron Ring. Got a lot of inventory space now. Let's bring Zevran out on a little side mission. That'll be fun.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Alistair and Morgan.
Indeed.
I think that's the party we're after. We're gonna go and do the Civil War side quest. Oh, Lothering is dead from Darkspawn. I hadn't noticed that. Oh, got another crossing here. Hello. Don't mind me. There was some elf fruit. Hello, old Tegrin.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Okay, let's see your discount. So he's a one-off shop. I better buy anything we want from him straight away. Does he have any... Let's just have a quick look. Does he have any backpacks? Oh, his painting of the Rebel Queen. Painting portrays a battle between Orlais and Ferelden, the Rebel Queen with fiery red hair is climbing atop a ruined chariot and is holding aloft a battle standard. Could that be something for Liliana? An ornate silver amulet in the shape of a sword? Maybe. Who's that? We'll take all the gifts because they're useful. Strength is a useful thing to have. An amulet that gives armor. Don't really want it. Any other one is this tome. Tome gives the reader 1 skill point to spend on. I'm not really that interested in that. He doesn't seem to have anything else that's of that much interest to me right now. So, yeah, we'll take these.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
I'll try and see if he'll tell us what's going on in Orzammar now.
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Okay. So we might want to go and head to Orzammar soon, because it's being closed off. That sounds like the dwarves are preparing for a retreat, maybe? I don't know, like, we'd quite like the dwarves to come and help us, so... Maybe we can go and help out.
Get your horses off Ben Talman's land. We won't Ben Needle again.
Logain is the regent. He demands your...
We're not Orlesian lickspittles. We owe no man our allegiance. Leave!
Take their lands by force, men. Regent's orders.
Oh, okay. Morgan? This doesn't say that it has friendly fire. We'll assume it might, but let's just try sleep on everything. Did that work? Yeah. Okay. Oh, of course it's cancelled by damage. That looks kinda not very smart. Alpax, stab that one. Alistair, go for that one. Zevran. Ooh, look at all your abilities. Let's mark for death. The one that Alpax is attacking, you can also... Yeah, you mark that one for death. Morgan, you go stand in the middle. She's gonna go slap him. Alpax, Zevran. Kill. Morgan, let's try freezing some. Right. Can you get freeze on that one? Oh, you get freeze on those two without freezing. Those. Good. Alistair's working on that soldier, and Morgan can run up here and put a vulnerability hex in the sergeant. And then freeze it when your freeze is up. Life.
Begin the onslaught.
And that was fairly easy. Those two actually do a lot of damage together.
A lot of blood.
Right, Alistair. Why don't we get you to go collect all this stuff? Quest updated. You have disrupted Logain's forces and no doubt hampered his plans. Return to the Chantry Forge to report this tragic loss.
Done.
Got Frostrune. Let's talk to Banor Knight.
We showed those Logain upstarts.
Yeah, we did. Right, that was fairly easy. I think I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll go and do the Shulcher's Pass DLC. See you then.